A black girl in simple clothing steps into the Maison Luxe boutique at Westfield London to buy a gift for her adoptive mother. But instead of being treated like a valued customer, she's branded a homeless thief and detained by security for alleged stealing. Suddenly, her adoptive mother appears. "Who dares insult my daughter?" The crowd is stunned. Justice erupts. So, what's the truth? Is she a homeless thief? Or is there a sinister plot by the wealthy elite? Like, share to see the shocking conclusion of this story. Under the shadow of prejudice, Westfield London shines like a temple of wealth, its polished halls alive with the clink of Hermes bags and the swish of Dior gowns. At its heart, Maison Luxe, a boutique glowing under crystal chandeliers, drips with exclusivity. Chanel perfume clouds the air. Ebony racks flaunt Gucci and Prada. But beneath the gloss lies a venomous truth. Only the worthy belong. Class and skin color are your pass, and black people, especially the poor, are trash here. Jada Williams, 26, a black woman with eyes fierce yet scarred, steps into this snake pit. Born in Chicago's slums, she was 10 when the 2008 crisis stole her family's home. Trump's 2017 welfare cuts, slashing aid for black-heavy communities, left them on park benches, eating charity scraps. Strangers hissed parasites at her, a black child. Eleanor Hayes, a black woman of quiet fire, saved Jada, giving her a home and a truth worth lives in your heart. Now a social worker for poor kids, Jada wears a wooden bracelet etched precious gem, Eleanor's gift. Today, she's at Maison Luxe with a year's savings for a Dior silk scarf for Eleanor's birthday. Soft jazz plays, but the boutique's air crackles with elitism. Pearled elites and influencers strut past, sneering at Jada's frayed t-shirt, patched jeans, and dusty shoes. Her black skin marks her as an intruder. Chloe Bennett, 30, a sales assistant in a tight Versace dress, blonde hair pinned high, pounces. "Lost girl?" she sneers, voice loud for the crowd. Maison Luxe ain't for welfare rats. You stink of Trump's food stamps, should have cut those to zero. Her jab references his 2018 budget gutting minority aid. Jada grips the scarf, voice steady. "I'm buying this. I have money." Chloe cackles. "Money? What? You rob a corner store. Your kind don't work, you just breed and leech." The crowd snickers, her words echoing Trump's 2019 rally slurs about black freeloaders. Vanessa Reed, 45, the store manager in a crisp Chanel suit, glides in, her smile sharp as a blade. Maison Luxe's queen. She thrives on ejecting black customers. "Money," she scoffs. "You mean Biden's 2021 reparations scam? That's just theft from honest whites." She nods to Trump's 2020 tax breaks, funneling billions to the rich while black families got pennies. "Get out. Girl, you're filth on our brand." Jada stands firm. "I earned this. I'm no thief." Vanessa's eyes narrow. "Earned? Your people game the system, lazy criminal. All of you." Chloe, "Toss this rat before she taints our Dior." Chloe piles on. "What's next? You gonna flash an EBT card for Gucci? Go back to your project." Her taunt draws laughs, referencing Trump's 2018 HUD cuts that slashed housing aid, trapping black families in slums. Tiffany Lee, an influencer live streaming to thousands, cackles, phone aimed at Jada. "This is gold. Rags thinking she's Dior royalty. Bet she's stealing for her gang." Her hashtags flare. Hashtag welfare thief, hashtag Maison Luxe drama. "Trump was right, ban M from our malls," she jeers, echoing his 2020 border wall rants against minority invasions. A man in the crowd yells, "She's probably illegal too. Trump's wall would have kept her out." Another adds, "Her kind's why we need his 2020 voter laws. Stop M voting, stop M shopping." The voter suppression policy targeted black communities, sparking 2021 protests. Jada's jaw tightens. "I'm American. I worked for this money." Vanessa laughs, voice icy. American? You're a parasite. Trump's 2019 crime bill should have locked your kind up, kept our streets clean. She means the policy pushing harsher sentences for black neighborhoods. This boutique's for class, not ghetto trash. Chloe smirks, snapping at Jackson, a hulking security guard. Check her bag. Bet it's full of crack pipes or stolen goods. Jackson grabs Jada, dragging her to the store's center. He rips her bag, spilling a notebook, coins, and Eleanor's photo. Tiffany zooms in. Homeless vibes. Westfield's spiciest tea. A woman in pearls jeers. Look at that junk. She's a walking pawn shop. Another shouts. Send her to the border. Trump's ICE would deport her kind. The crowd roars, some nodding, others uneasy. Vanessa looms, voice a hiss. You're a stain, girl. Biden's 2022 diversity quotas, let your kind infest our malls. She references the policy mocked by elites as handouts for minorities. Crawl back to your slum. Jada's tears burn, her hand clutching the precious gem bracelet. Eleanor's voice echoes. You'll make them see you. Fire sparks within. She straightens, eyes blazing. Call me vermin again, she snaps at Vanessa, voice like a whip. And you'll choke on it. The room freezes, her defiance a shockwave. Chloe stammers. You threatening me, ghetto girl? Vanessa's smirk twitches. Jackson, drag this rat out, she barks. Her kind's why we need Trump's 2021 police funding crush M. The policy flooded black neighborhoods with cops, sparking 2022 riots. Jackson hesitates, Jada's gaze unnerving him. The crowd wavers some jeer, but others murmur. A young girl, filming secretly, whispers, "This ain't right." Tiffany's live stream explodes, comments raging. She's just shopping. Maison Luxe is vile. Whispers spread of Vanessa's history targeting black shoppers. Westfield's silence fueling fury. Posts on X erupt. Hashtag boycott Maison Luxe racist trash. Jada stands tall, her presence shattering Maison Luxe's cruel facade. The boutique's glow dims, its bigotry exposed. This isn't just her fight, it's a war cry for every soul branded lesser. The world watches, outrage rising, as one woman's courage demands justice. Insults under the crystal chandeliers. Inside Maison Luxe at Westfield, London, crystal chandeliers cast a blinding glow over a vicious scene. Haute couture dresses shimmer on ebony racks. Hermes bags gleam with untouchable allure, and Chanel perfume chokes the air. Yet beneath this gilded facade lies a cesspool of cruelty staffed with hollow smiles, eager to crush the vulnerable to please the elite. A crowd of customers, phones raised, turns the chaos into a public execution. Jada Williams, a black woman in a frayed t-shirt and patched jeans, teeters on the edge of humiliation. Her tattered bag, ransacked by Jackson, the hulking security guard, lies gutted her notebook, coins, and a faded photo of her adoptive mother, Eleanor, strewn across the polished floor, mocked by dozens of scornful eyes. Chloe Bennett, a sales assistant in a skin-tight Versace dress, stands with arms crossed, her smirk sharp as a razor. Her voice slices through the boutique. A gift? Where'd you get the cash, huh? Mugging Westfield shoppers? Black folks like you only know how to leech off welfare. She leans in, loud for the crowd. Bet she's on Trump's 2020 food stamps, draining our taxes. Her jab echoes his policy, slashing aid for black-heavy communities. Vanessa Reed, the store manager in a pristine Chanel suit, steps forward, her gaze icy. Look at that rag of a shirt, she sneers. Think you're a queen, or just a rat from the gutter. Maison Luxe isn't for trash like you. Her words drip with venom, nodding to Trump's 2019 HUD cuts that gutted housing for black families, trapping thousands in slums. You're a walking stain on our brand. The crowd roars with laughter, clapping like it's a circus. Tiffany Lee, an influencer with highlighted hair, hoists her phone to live stream, cackling. Y'all, this is iconic. Rags trying to buy Dior? She's Westfield's joke. Who let this homeless nobody in? Her hashtags flare. Hashtag pauper in luxury, hashtag welfare scum. Trump was right, ban her kind from our malls. She jeers, echoing his 2021 border wall rants against minority invaders. Mrs. Langley, dripping in pearls, pushes through, voice shrill. She's never seen designer goods. Probably thinks Dior some flea market trash. Get her out, I won't shop near this filth. A man in a suit yells. She's probably illegal. Trump's ICE would have deported her kind. The crowd cheers, referencing the 2022 ICE raids targeting black immigrants, sparking protests. Jackson shoves Jada to the floor, roaring. You dare step into a rich folk store? Bet you've got Dior stuffed in that ratty bag. Where'd you steal it? Jada, kneeling amid her scattered belongings, pleads. I have savings for my adoptive mother's gift. Chloe snatches the Dior scarf from Jada's hand, tossing it down. Don't touch our stuff, you'll ruin it, black vermin, she spits. What's next? Flashing an EBT card for Gucci? Vanessa smirks, voice vicious. She's a parasite, living off Biden's 2023 reparation scam. Jackson, drag her out, her filthy kind soils our floor. Jackson yanks Jada up, hoisting her bag and dumping its contents, a cheap pen, a broken comb, Eleanor's photo. He tosses each item with contempt, bellowing. Thief's junk. Where's the stolen Dior? The crowd swells, customers from nearby stores flooding in. Phones flashing like paparazzi. A woman shouts. She probably robbed half of Westfield. Another adds. Her kind's why we need Trump's 2020 voter laws. Keep em out of our spaces. The policy, accused of suppressing black votes, fueled 2021 riots. Tiffany's livestream spikes, her voice gleeful. Million-view drama. Hashtag Maison Luxe takedown. She's toast. She zooms in on Jada's trembling hands. Look at this pauper, thinking she's VIP. Trump's 2019 crime bill should have locked her kind up. The bill's harsh sentences targeted black neighborhoods, sparking outrage. Chloe picks up Eleanor's photo, smirking. This your mom? Another leech, huh? Bet you stole that gift money from VIPs. She tosses the photo, stomping it. You're nothing but a hood rat. Vanessa steps closer, voice a sickening mix of sweetness and venom. Girl, who do you think you are? A black roach daring to speak? Maison Luxe is for the rich, not a dump for homeless scum. She leans in. Biden's 2022 diversity quotas let your kind infest our malls, disgusting. The policy, mocked by elites as minority handouts, fueled 2023 ex-posts raging against black shoppers. Mrs. Langley shrieks. This is outrageous. I'll boycott if they let her kind ruin my shopping. Drag her to the street. A man in the crowd adds. She's why we need Trump's 2021 police funding. Crush these vermin. The policy flooded black communities with cops, igniting 2022 clashes. Another woman jeers. Look at her shoes. She's a walking homeless camp, probably squatting in Westfield's alleys. Recent 2024 news of London's homeless sweeps, targeting black migrants, hangs heavy. Jada, head bowed, tears streaming, clutches her precious gem bracelet, Eleanor's gift. Memories flood in. Chicago's freezing streets, her family chased from parks by cops for dirtying the city, under Trump's 2018 anti-homeless laws. Shop owners beating her for begging, snarling Trump's leftover leeches. Her mother's humiliated eyes, branded vermin for her skin. Maison Luxe, with its fake glamour, mirrors that brutal world, a stage where the poor and black are sport for the rich. But Jada raises her head, eyes blazing with defiance. She stands, voice shaking but firm. I didn't steal. I belong here, and I'll prove it. Chloe steps close, whispering. Belong? You're fit to scrub our floors, parasite. Vanessa laughs. She's a lesson for her kind. Don't dream of our world. Tiffany taunts. Keep crying, pauper. Your sob story won't trend. Her live stream comments rage. Hashtag boycott Maison Luxe racist pigs. She's just shopping. A young girl, Sophie, pushes forward shouting, "Stop it. She's done nothing wrong." Vanessa turns, voice syrupy. "Sweetie, we're protecting our VIPs from this trash." Sophie shoved back, her cry drowned by laughter. A man jeers. "Teach that kid to stay away from her kind." Another adds, "She's why London's falling too many black migrants." The 2024 migrant crackdowns, plastered on X, fuel their hate. Jada, alone, feels the streets again chased invisible. She whispers, "Mom, I won't fail." Her hand tightens on the bracelet, Eleanor's promise burning. "You'll make them see you," Mrs. Langley mutters. Disgraceful, letting her kind in. The crowd's jeers swell, but whispers ripple rumors of Vanessa's history targeting black shoppers. Westfield silence. X posts explode. Maison Luxe hates black people. Jada's defiance cracks the boutique's facade, its bigotry laid bare. This is no longer her fight, it's a reckoning for every soul branded lesser. The world watches, fury rising. The storm of prejudice at Westfield. The central plaza of Westfield London, just outside Maison Luxe, becomes a savage arena. Flashes from hundreds of phones blaze like a storm. A mob of shoppers and staff from nearby stores encircling Jada Williams. Their jeers a relentless barrage. Pop music from surrounding shops weaves into the cacophony of mocking laughter, amplifying the cruelty. Beneath the mall's glittering lights, the elite expose their cold-hearted hypocrisy, a pack of wolves entertaining the wealthy by tearing into the vulnerable. Jackson, the hulking security guard, drags Jada to the plaza's center, his grip crushing her arm. "Who do you think you are, you filthy leech?" he roars. "Sneaking into Westfield? Where'd you stash the Dior talk?" Jada, her hair tangled, frayed t-shirt torn from the struggle, fights to stand, her voice drowned by the crowd's venom. Chloe Bennett, a sales assistant, struts behind, her Versace dress flashing under the lights. Her voice cuts through the plaza. "Look at this black freeloader, thinking she can steal Dior to pawn for scraps. Her kind's only good for begging." She leans in, spitting. "You're nothing but a ghetto rat, crawling in here to stink up our store." Vanessa Reed, the store manager in a sleek Chanel suit, crosses her arms, her tone dripping poison. "A black cockroach daring to infest Maison Luxe? Westfield's for class, not some charity for street scum like you." She laughs, loud and cruel. "Look at her dressed like she's fresh from a dumpster. You belong in the gutters, not our boutique." Tiffany Lee, an influencer with highlighted hair, live streams, her cackle piercing. "This is pure gold. She's Westfield's laughingstock." Hashtag pauperin luxuries blowing up. "Who let this black trash in?" Her phone captures Jada's trembling form, X comments flooding with slurs. "Thief! Garbage!" She taunts. "Go back to your alley, you homeless nobody. You're an embarrassment to this mall." Mr. Baxter, a businessman in a bespoke suit, shoves through, voice booming. "Maison Luxe is a disgrace for letting this scum near us. She's not fit to wipe the floors for VIPs." Mrs. Whitmore, in Gucci glasses, shrieks. "She's vile. That rag of a shirt like she rolled out of a sewer. I won't let my kids near this black filth, throw her out." A teen in the crowd jeers. "She's a walking slum. Bet she sleeps in Westfield's trash cans." Jada, trapped in the circle, chokes out. "I didn't steal. I have savings." Vanessa cackles, her tone mockingly sweet. "Savings? What? Coins you begged for. Black rats like you don't earn, you just leech and breed." Chloe snatches a perfume bottle from a display, spraying Jada's face. "To wash off your poverty stench, you vermin," she screams. The crowd erupts, chanting, "Spray the rat! Spray her again!" A woman yells, "She smells like the streets, get her out of our sight." Tiffany's live stream surges, vile comments piling up. "Black beggar. Dumpster Queen! Lena, another staff member, steps forward, feigning pity. Maybe she's just confused, let her go. But she whispers to Chloe. Keep crushing her, she'll never show her face again. Chloe grins, grabbing a Gucci dress and hurling it at Jada's feet. Want designer, you rag? Crawl for it like the roach you are. The dress hits the floor, the crowd howling. Teens from a Nike store swarm in, phones up. Viral Dior thief. She's Westfield's joke. Chloe leans in, voice vicious. Think you're a customer? You're just a black hobo playing dress-up. Go scrub floors in your hood. A man in a Rolex sneers. She's why I avoid malls, too many of her kind slinking around, ruining everything. Another shouts. Look at those shoes. She's a walking trash heap, bet she begs at every corner. Mrs. Whitmore adds. Her kind's a plague. I'll boycott Maison Luxe if they let black scum like her stay. Vanessa stalks closer, voice a hiss. All of Westfield sees you a cockroach who doesn't belong. Crawl back to whatever hole you came from. She grabs Jada's arm, snarling. You're a lesson for your kind, stay out of our world. Tiffany zooms in, crowing. She's crying. Smash those likes, everyone. A Starbucks employee mutters. Disgusting, letting black trash like her in here. A Louis Vuitton group arrives, filming Jada laughing. She thinks she's a fashion star? In that garbage. Lena, pretending to lift the Gucci dress, whispers to Jada. Thank us for showing you your place, you filthy beggar. A woman in pearls jeers. She's an insult to Westfield. Black nobodies like her don't belong near luxury. Another yells. Bet she's got lice, keep her away from us. The crowd roars, some spitting at Jada's feet, their laughter ablaze. Jada, tears streaming, clutches her wooden bracelet. Eleanor Hayes' gift, engraved precious gem. Memories flood, homeless Chicago nights, classmates mocking her torn clothes, calling her bastard. Welfare offices turning her family away, staff sneering. Your kind just leeches. Her biological mother's broken eyes, chased from a store for looking like trash. Maison Luxe's glittering cruelty mirrors those places, a stage for the rich to humiliate the black and poor. Tiffany taunts. Keep sobbing, you pauper. Nobody wants your ghetto tears. Chloe smirks. Run back to your cardboard box, parasite. You're not fit for our air. Mr. Baxter shouts. She's a disgrace to every decent shopper. Drag her to the streets where black rats belong. A teen jeers. Bet she's got a whole gang of beggars waiting outside. The crowd's chants swell. Out! 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 Vanessa leans in, voice chilling. You're nothing, girl. A black speck daring to dirty our mall. Know your place. Mrs. Whitmore screeches. I'll never shop here again if her kind's allowed. She's a walking disease. A man adds. She's why luxury's dying, black filth like her ruins everything. The mob presses closer, phones flashing, Jada's humiliation a global spectacle. Jada, surrounded by blinding lights, feels stripped raw. She whispers, Mom, I can't fail. Her hand tightens on the bracelet, Eleanor's promise burning. You'll make them see you. But a commanding voice, sharp as a blade, slices through. Stop this now. The crowd freezes. A woman in a tailored coat steps forward, Eleanor Hayes, Jada's adoptive mother, her eyes ablaze with righteous fury. You dare call my daughter vermin? She thunders, holding up her phone. I've recorded every racist word. Maison Luxe will pay for this. The mob falters, phones dropping. Tiffany's live stream explodes, comments shifting. Who's she? Maison's done. Vanessa stammers. You can't, Eleanor cuts her off. I'm a lawyer, and Jada's my daughter. I'll sue you for racial harassment until this mall crumbles. Jada's tears turn to resolve, her bracelet gleaming. The plaza, once a cauldron of hate, crackles with new energy. Justice. Ex-post surge. Hashtag justice for Jada, burn Maison Luxe down. Eleanor's bombshell, a legal titan, flips the script. promising a reckoning that will shatter Westfield's elite. The crowd's jeers fade, replaced by whispers of fear and awe. The powerful adoptive mother. The central plaza of Westfield London, outside Maison Luxe, pulses with chaos. Flashes from dozens of phones flare. A mob of hundreds encircling Jada Williams, a black woman in a frayed t-shirt and patched jeans, battered by a storm of prejudice. Tiffany Lee's livestream, with thousands watching, fuels the hashtag pauper in luxury, branding Jada a global laughingstock. Chloe, Vanessa, Jackson, Mr. Baxter, and Mrs. Whitmore have just shredded her dignity, hurling slurs like vermin, black parasite, and spraying perfume to erase her poverty stench. Jada, tears streaming, clutches her wooden bracelet Eleanor Hayes' keepsake, engraved precious gem whispering, "Mom, I'm sorry." A woman steps from the crowd, Eleanor Hayes, Jada's adoptive mother, in a tailored black suit, her presence commanding as a queen's. Her voice thunders, sharp as a guillotine. "Who dares insult my daughter?" The plaza falls deathly silent, the mob's jeers choking to a halt. Chloe, her Versace dress quivering, turns ghostly pale. Jackson releases Jada's arm, stumbling back. Tiffany's phone dips, her lips trembling. Vanessa, in her Chanel suit, stammers, "Ma'am, we were just protecting our store." Eleanor's gaze cuts like ice. Protecting? By humiliating a black woman for existing? She steps forward, voice booming. "I am Eleanor Hayes, president of Westfield London's parent corporation. Jada is my daughter, who rose from homelessness to save thousands of poor children." She points at Chloe. "You called her vermin? Sprayed perfume to mock her poverty? You're fired, pack your things and crawl out." Chloe collapses to her knees, sobbing. "I didn't know, please, I beg you." Eleanor snaps. "Beg? Like you forced Jada to beg for dignity? You're not fit to sweep these floors." She turns to Vanessa, eyes blazing. "You, Vanessa, fanned this racist fire, called my daughter a black rat? You're done. Maison Luxe rejects your vile bigotry." Vanessa, face drained, chokes out, "She tarnished our image." Eleanor laughs, cold and cutting. "Your image? A cesspool of prejudice. Get out before I have you escorted." Vanessa shrinks, her haughty mask crumbling. Eleanor faces Jackson. "You abused my daughter, shoved her like garbage, rifled her bag like she's a thief? You're banned from Westfield, disappear." Jackson, head bowed, slinks into the crowd, his bravado gone. She locks eyes with Tiffany. "You influencer, profiting off my daughter's pain? Turn off that live stream, or I'll sue you for defamation until you're penniless." Tiffany, hand shaking, deletes the video, muttering, "It's gone. I'm sorry." Eleanor scoffs. "Sorry? You branded Jada a pauper for clout. Never show your face here again." Mr. Baxter, the smug businessman, tries to speak. "Mrs. Hayes, I only meant," Eleanor cuts him off. "You threatened to sue because Jada ruined your day? You're banned from every Westfield property. Take your arrogance elsewhere." Mrs. Whitmore, backing away, stammers, "I didn't mean to offend." Eleanor's voice is steel. "Didn't mean? You called my daughter a dumpster? You're barred from Maison Luxe for life. Stay away." The crowd gasps, some whispering, "They deserve it." Chloe, still kneeling, pleads, "Give me a chance. I'll apologize publicly." Eleanor's tone is merciless. "Apologize? After you mocked her black skin, her clothes, her very existence? You're a disgrace. Leave." Vanessa tries one last defense. "She didn't belong here." Eleanor rounds on her. "Jada belongs more than you ever will. She's a beacon of strength, while you're a coward hiding behind Chanel." Eleanor embraces Jada, her voice softening. "My dear, I'm creating a director of customer culture role. No one's more worthy than you, who faced this hate with courage." Jada, tears shining, smiles, gripping her bracelet. "I want respect for everyone, rich or poor, black or not." She recalls her homeless days, Eleanor's rescue, and her promise. "You are a precious gem." The crowd, once a venomous mob, erupts in applause, phones now capturing Eleanor and Jada's triumph. X lights up with hashtag Justice for Jada, posts flooding. Maison Luxe got wrecked. Jada's a queen. A teen in the crowd shouts. Jada, you're our hero. Another yells. Eleanor's a boss. The plaza, once a crucible of cruelty, transforms into a stage for justice, the air electric with vindication. The dawn of self-respect. The central office of Westfield London, months after the Maison Luxe incident, glows with sunlight streaming through vast windows. Jada Williams, now Director of Customer Culture, stands before a new Maison Luxe team, her simple blouse offset by the fierce confidence in her eyes. Once battered by slurs vermin, black parasite, her bag ransacked, perfume sprayed to erase her poverty stench, Jada was elevated by her adoptive mother, Eleanor Hayes, president of Westfield's parent corporation. Her journey from homeless child to justice icon, amplified by hashtag Justice for Jada, has inspired millions. Jada, clutching her wooden bracelet engraved precious gem, Eleanor's keepsake, addresses the staff, her voice unwavering. Every customer, rich or poor, black or not, is a VIP from now on. She unveils a bold policy. Westfield will open nightly safe sleeping areas for the homeless and provide free Saturday meals at the mall's entrance. I slept on benches called trash, she says, eyes blazing. Worth isn't in clothes or skin, it's in the heart. Westfield will shine as a haven of respect. A young staff member nods, whispering, "You're changing everything." The scene shifts to Westfield's entrance, where Jada and Eleanor hand out meals to dozens of homeless people. An elderly man in a tattered coat grips Jada's hand, voice trembling. "You've given me back my dignity, miss." A woman in a worn scarf adds, "I was invisible till you saw me." Jada smiles, replying, "You're not invisible, you're precious." Eleanor beside her beams. "Jada, you've shown the world self-respect trumps hate." Jada recalls her poverty-stricken days, Eleanor's rescue, and her promise. "You are a precious gem." She scans the crowd. Their hopeful eyes proof Westfield is now a beacon of change. At a charity gala, Jada is honored for transforming Maison Luxe into a sanctuary of inclusion. She steps to the podium, voice steady. "I was called a black rat, a beggar, but I stood tall. Let's make every soul feel worthy." The crowd roars, chanting, "Jada, Jada." A teen in the audience yells, "You're our hero." Chloe and Vanessa, who once spat venom, now toil at a dingy shop, heads bowed as Jada's speech plays on TV. Chloe mutters, "We were fools to mock her." Vanessa, face tight, whispers, "She's untouchable now." Tiffany, her influencer fame shattered after deleting her live stream, avoids X, her taunts a faded memory. Mr. Baxter and Mrs. Whitmore, banned from Westfield, shrink from public view, their arrogance silenced. Jada gazes at her bracelet, whispering, "Mom, I did it." Eleanor nearby adds, "You've done more, you've sparked a movement." A gala guest approaches, saying, "My daughter saw your story and stood up to bullies at school. You're her idol." Jada's eyes shine. "Tell her she's a gem, too." The gala screens flash hashtag Justice for Jada posts. "Jada's a queen. Maison Luxe is for everyone now." A young girl raises her phone, posting, hashtag Justice for Jada. No more hate. The crowd chants, inclusion, respect. Jada, heart full, vows silently, no one will feel less again. Don't let prejudice dim human worth. Jada turned pain into hope, from homelessness to a justice icon. Have you faced scorn for your looks or status? Like, share your story and fight discrimination. Let's spread humanity. Follow for the dawn of self-respect. Join Westfield London's free meal distributions every Saturday.